Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I garden in zone 7B, or is it 8A? The USDA hardy zones have changed and I am now in an 8A. So that's exciting. So for today's video, I just kind of want to show you what the garden's looking like. It doesn't look like much. You know, we had a freeze last night and I came out to kind of look to see what happened. Before, we had a freeze back on November 1st and it knocked back some stuff. But I think we didn't go to 28. We went to 28, but we didn't stay there long. But I think yesterday we stayed at 27, 28 longer. And the plants that stood up to that 28 from November 1st finally went down. So for example, my Mexican petunia, this guy right here, he was doing fine after November 1st, but after last night, it's looking kind of rough. Same thing with my blue plumbago. I was like really happy to see that the blue plumbago had survived that 28 back on November 1st, but I'm finally beginning to see wear and tear on it. When I bought this, I didn't realize it was zone 8 plant, and I was like, oh, because it was a perennial, and I was like, I didn't look to see. Because, I'm thinking, why are they selling zone 8 plants in my stuff? But I loved it so much, and it survived that first set of freeze. I'm like, okay. But, yeah, it's finally going down. I could see the wear and tear on it. The leaves are pointing down. They're lighter green, and they're looking weary. So this one really got damaged last night. So between the plumbago, which is a zone 8, and the Mexican petunia, also zone 8, but now that I'm in a zone 8, doesn't matter, does it? They finally got down to, quote unquote damaged. And I think also I had just divided this a couple of, maybe not even 2 weeks ago actually, into 3 plants, which is probably why it wouldn't survive this cold so quickly to be in dividing, but it has served me well. I actually did a bunch of cuttings on it because I want it all over the yard, because the hummingbirds love it so much, and I am just so happy. I've caught a lot of pictures of hummingbirds, and most of them are either on the butterfly bush or in this guy here. So I am really a fan. And look, it really wasn't mulched properly. My fault on that one. But the rest of the bed is kind of done. It's kind of done. As you can see, my Veronica up here is done. My spurge is done. Daylily done. Yarrow done. This guy here, this is Gaillardia blanket flower. This one has been holding on. It really has been holding on, but I think it's finally done. The petals look damaged, so I think it's finally done. Even my agapanthus that was looking quite fine yesterday is beginning to kind of lay down a little bit. So it got a little bit of a cold. I mean, we got a frost. I mean, when I came out this morning, there was a light little frosty thing happening, probably ice. Everything is looking rough. The phlox is looking rough, but of course we have the evergreen, the sunshine ligustrum, and the Chinese fringe flower right here that are doing fine. And of course this daisy here from the Proven Winners that stays like this year round. Doesn't matter how cold it gets. This thing stays a nice bushy green mound. So that's one bed. Another bed is over here. This is the front bed. When you first come out the patio, this is the front bed, the first bed. And I did a lot of dividing, so I really hope. And I did a lot of dividing in the last month and a half. So I'm hoping that they're rooted in because we had some really nice warm weather. I've been watering them, and I really, really hope they make it, especially since the freezes are coming. The daisies are still pushing out blooms. I need to kind of, well, I don't trim my stuff back, but this one's looking kind of ratty. But they're still pushing out blooms, but I think they're kind of going to be done because we're going to start getting 28, 27, 29 for the rest of the week. And on top of that, we're going to be getting a lot of rain, which is another reason why I wanted to make this video, because the rain is coming. The rain is coming. We get a lot of rain in the winter, a lot. I mean, so much rain. Sometimes it's discouraging because I have an issue with flooding in my yard. It doesn't last long, but it happens, and I hate it because sometimes it washes away my mulch because of the way my yard is. So that's that. But I'm happy for the rain because we need rain. We hadn't had rain in a while, and then one day we got rain. But now that I won't be gardening as much, I have a lot of stuff to do still. The yard needs a little bit of rain, but not as much as they're saying, because we're going to get rain tomorrow, and then we're going to just pretty much get it for the rest of the week, from tomorrow up until Tuesday. This is some butterfly bush that I recently move them out of a container and put in the ground because I knew that it was going to be better off in the container. It's pretty recent, but as you can see, I mulched it up really, really nice. And of course, it's a butterfly bush, so whatever happens here, I'll just cut it back in the spring. My banana tree is pretty much done. It looked like it had a sign of coming back last week because we did warm up, but it's done, and that's fine. It's supposed to be done. This is the Musa Baju butterfly bush. Not butterfly bush. I'm sorry. Banana tree. Still haven't cut down my candle lilies, and I won't. I won't until probably February. I had transferred some of my elephant ears. It is elephant ears. Yeah, sorry. Elephant ears into the ground. And, of course, they don't take to the cold too much, so they're done. I'm going to mulch it up really good because I didn't want to bring it in the house. I was okay with buying new corms next year, but I just decided, let me try and see if I can put it in the ground and if it's going to come back. Now, if it doesn't come back because I didn't mulch it properly before this freeze, then I'll just go buy new ones. But if it does, I'll be happy. And these served me really, really well. I had like up to 7 of them, and I gave away to friends and family. Everybody loved how my elephant ears looked so nice and healthy in the pots. But I knew in my zone 7, well, before I turned into 8A, that they weren't going to last. And I think they still wouldn't have lasted in that container even if I was 8A, because I kind of knew that I was warmer than 7B anyway, because there are some plants that are doing so well in here and have come back that it was supposedly wasn't supposed to. But yeah, the elephant ears. The roses, I made sure I push the mulch way up to where the root and the stem meet so that they don't get damaged. These are my little Walmart roses that I bought. This is, Mr. Lincoln and Gold Glow and Beyond Midnight that I got, and they did really, really well. $9.97 at Walmart, bare root, 1 year in, and they gave me so much, so happy. And I actually expanded the bed and I could have waited until February, but I expanded the bed to add like 3 more because I've been so impressed with them. And then I have my little setup here with my Proven Winners Edge of Night butterfly. No, sorry, what do I keep saying? Butterfly bush. Hardy hibiscus. That's that guy right there. And if you remember, I actually had like 5 of them in here, and I realized that they grow wide and they're tall, and they kind of look mushed together. So I took them all out, left the one in the middle, and then surrounded it with a bunch of daylilies which I might take out because I don't know. Because this area here stays a little bit wet, which is why this is perfect, and this looks really, really good when it's in bloom. Daylilies love water too, so it's hard for me to find something that's not red. I know I have the cardinal flower, but I don't want to put the cardinal flower there because this is also red, and I don't want red and red. So this is red, and these are Stella de Oros, which are yellow. And I have space to add more stuff in there. I just don't know what something that's narrow and not too tall, so to fit there, and actually likes water. I actually started a little memorial bed for my grandmother. I've been meaning to do this, and kept forgetting and kept getting sidetracked. And I finally started edging it out. It's not done, nowhere close to done. I might not even, well, I'm not going to put anything in there this season because it's too cold. There are no plants. And I need to test the bed. Like when it really, really rains, I want to see what happens with this bed because I don't want it to be a bed that I have to stress about. I want to see what happens when we get a lot of rain and if the water drains away and all that good stuff. But I have it mulched, but I still need more rocks to line it out. And these rocks came from digging up my yard. I've got a lot of these rocks that I've gotten are actually free rocks. But anyway, I've mulched it in preparation, so nothing's going in until the spring. Don't know what's going there either. I know she liked red. My grandmother passed 11 years ago, and meaning to do this, and I know she loves red. So I know something's going in there red, but I know she doesn't like blue. So definitely red and no blue. And if you know me and you know the family, you know why that is. So also in here we have a recently transplanted sunshine ligustrum that's looking kind of rough, but again, rain is coming. It's gonna cement it in, and it's in a full sun spot. Although we don't get a lot of full sun here. And towards the end of November, tomorrow I think is the first day of December. So we're in the cold spot, ladies and gents. We are in the cold spot. What is that? Is that? Look at that. That right there. That's a hyacinth that I planted a while back, and I gave up on those things. And look, something's coming out. I think that's a hyacinth. That blue guy right there. A bulb. I'm pulling that up. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I mulch with leaves. I love it. It's free. I run my lawnmower over my leaves and then I spread it all over the yard. It's cheaper that way. I have too much yard to be buying bags of mulch, and bags of mulch are not $1. They're $3 and $4 and $5. And of course, Home Depot does have the sale once or twice a year, and I missed out on it. But again, did I really? Because I actually prefer the leaf mulch. And trust me, I have enough leaves to go around. As you can see, my yard, all these leaves. I'm not gonna pick these up. I'm gonna wait and mow them into the yard next year. The front yard, I cleaned it up because, of course, it's the front. I have some stuff back here that I recently put in the yard. I really hope they make it. If you remember, I had this chase tree inside of that bed. And I kept saying I had to move it, and put that sunshine ligustrum there. And I finally did. I was in the zone, and I totally forgot to film and everything. So this guy here was over there. So I dug out the chase tree and put it where it's now, and then put this there because I wanted to have a line of sunshine ligustrums. I also went to the store and got me some recurve privet. These guys here, I'm trying to also create a little border, fast-growing hedge to kind of like block all this out. So this is all the crap that I've cut off from trees and little brushes and stuff, and I kind of throw it back there. But I'm hoping that this will, and this will create a hedge that will hide all that. This is pretty fast growing, really, really fast growing. In the next year, this should be doubled, which is great. And of course, this is a arborvitae. I bought this $4. It was on the floor. It was on the ground at Lowe's. The pot was broken. Half the dirt was out of it. And I got it for $4. It has tripled its size. And I know that these guys grow fast in the growing season. And then I have 2 more recurve privets. These are hardy to zone 7. And they bloom in the spring, but it's not really about the blooming, it's about the hedging. So I really, really hope they do me well so that I can hide all this stuff that I threw back here, because I don't burn on my property, even though I have to get a permit or whatever. And I'm not going to the dump and throwing all the stuff, and I can't put it in the trash bin. So I kind of throw it back here, and I'm hoping to get a way to kind of hide it all. But these are things that, here's another one I had divided, the same recurve, because I didn't want to buy more. I divided into 2. Hopefully will fill in. They are supposed to be really fast growing, so I'm really, really hoping that they come through. Another butterfly bush, I had nowhere else to put it. This is the royal red, same like the ones I showed you over there. This is the royal red butterfly bush. These can go 5-6 feet. And they're in a spot where they can get sun and they won't get waterlogged. These kind of sticky things you see here that looks like sticks, these are all forsythia. When I moved to this yard, I had a big forsythia in the brush back there. And I went back there and I dug it out little by little and kind of spread it all over. So this would be a nice little yellow patch come March, because forsythias are the first things to bloom in my yard. And look at that. My bird feeder / little fountain thing here is completely frozen. Ooh, frozen with all the leaves in the water looking all yucky. Yeah, but we definitely froze last night. What I want to show you, these other little brown sticks here, might not be able to see it too well, but this guy here is a crepe myrtle. This is the Delta series crepe myrtle right here. These are the ones that don't grow really, really huge. These are the ones that go, I think, 8 to 12 feet high, and they defoliate in the winter. And I made sure I mulched it really, really good. I have 4 of them. I think I have the pink, the fuchsia, the white, and I think I gave one away too. So this is the leaves. This is the last of the leaves are falling off. It doesn't look like much, looks like sticks, but I can't wait to show you that in the spring when they leaf out and they have these beautiful blooms. They did not bloom for me this year because I actually had them in a container, and I knew I had to take them out the container, and I had all these other things to do, and they didn't do too well. Even though they grew, they never bloomed. And when I took them out the container, they were so wet. So I had holes down there. I had holes in the container, but apparently it just wasn't enough, and they did not do well. They were in the sun, so it could not be a sun thing. Look here, guys. This verbena here, I am so impressed with it. Still no sign of damage. Remember, I showed this to you in that last video. This thing, not only is it not damaged, this thing still is holding on to blooms. Look at that, guys. I think this is called the Endurance, the Purple Endurance. Trailing verbena. I love it. I absolutely love it. I want to get some more because this has showed me that, oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, so the yard, it's looking like it's supposed to look. There's nothing else I can do except, maintain things, keep an eye on the garden. There's nothing really else I can do. Everything else is going to sleep. What I want to show you over here is the part shade to shade garden. I took out everything that was in this nice bed here. What was in here was coleus and and all kinds of plants. And I took them all out, and I dug up some daylilies that I didn't know what to do with them. Kind of stuck them here, but this is not that's what you're seeing here. Those are not the final spots for them, but that's what those are. And going across here, we have the macrophylla hydrangeas. This is the Summer Crush right here. These three. This is one I bought on sale at Lowe's. I don't know the brand. I mean the variety. And then I bought these beer root hydrangeas that I won't do that again because they're not doing well. They grew. They didn't grow well, but they grew. But of course, I didn't realize that they weren't going to flower the first year. I bought these at Walmart for $7, and I should have known better. And then I have my Penny Mac hydrangea. That's pretty much finally done and going to sleep. This guy here is holding on. I'm so happy. You guys know I love my Akuba. It's doing quite well. Really, really nice. I'm so happy about that. My Fatsia, I don't know, guys. I'm worried about the Fatsia. Every time I come out here, the Fatsia is looking yellower and yellower, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why. I bought them the same time with the Akuba, and they are just turning, because when I bought them, they were green, and they might need something. I don't know what they need. And they are zone 7 to 8, so I don't know why it's doing that. I was so happy to find it, but let's just hope. Anyway, guys, this is the backyard. Like I said, this is the part shade to shade to, I'm sorry, part sun to shade. I've got these. You might have seen one of my shorts where I put these in here. I actually got these for $3. This autumn fern. And this, is this lava lamp? What is this called? Yes, lava lamp, coral bell. And this autumn fern for $3 at Home Depot. My container plants, I have them closer to the house now. We're going to be getting a lot of rain, guys. So certain things that I don't want to get too wet, such as the Japanese maples, I'm going to move those and kind of put them in a protected area, but still leave them outside. Yeah, guys, this is the garden in the last couple of days in November. I don't know what else to do because there's nothing else you can do out here. You just kind of wait and watch. If you have a storm, we're going to be getting a lot of storms in December, in January. So if things get damaged, I come out here and take care of it. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything else to the garden. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please remember to hit the notification bell to be alerted on my new videos. Also, did your zone change? Like I said, I've been in a 7B, and when they made the change back in, I think, like 2 weeks ago, when everybody was saying, mine didn't get changed, or mine got changed, or whatever it is, I got changed to an 8A. I'm really happy about that, but most of the plants that I buy anyway are zone 5, 6, 7 anyway, so I think I'm still safe. I don't think I'm going to do anything different because now I'm in an 8A. There's nothing else to do different. It's just that I can buy more plants. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if your zone has changed. Let me know what you're doing now that the garden is finally going to sleep. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.